I just made a mess. I just made a mess. When they throw the pass, all I know is catch. I just want the bag, like a Nike check. All I know is flex. Bust the defense open right.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Those defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on 3rd down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On play action, it's Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seven, our score after 1. On first down, Kaepernick. Left side, it's Dorsett.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Now, Kaepernick again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Kaepernick drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Mims. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That is caught by Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Obi Melif. And the ball is knocked out. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Aaron Jones, now one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
25 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Kaepernick going to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Brandon Sheriff, the all-pro guard, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And that'll make it 3rd down.
But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Again, it's Kaepernick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Kaepernick. He's got it to Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught right side by Mims.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out
up there, set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick looking long for Thomas. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got a lead 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Rodgers throwing here. He'll air this one out from Mims. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. 1 play and into the end zone. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Kaepernick going to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll air this one out from Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Denzel Mims. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Got some real estate inside the 30. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Kamara now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.